Welcome back to the channel, guys, and your eyes are not deceiving you. We are back with probably the trashiest rom-com with Rent-A-Girlfriend Season 2 today. Now, I've said in previous videos that I don't absolutely love this series. And I know I just called it the trashiest, but this episode kind of reminded me that the series does have some heart to it, too. And man, were people really excited for this season to come back. It's crazy. I don't know. I do like this show. This episode reminded me and gave me some good reasons why I dislike and like the show at the same time. So let's just kind of get in and talk about it. So our episode begins, frankly, with a little recap from all the female characters in the show. And that's not a bad thing, you know? It's a good thing just to get a little refresher in case you haven't seen season 1 in a while, like me. So it was nice to see that. And we see our boy Kazuya. Now, I don't have the best opinion of Kazuya. I'm gonna be honest. Kazuya's a loser, guys. He's cringe as hell. But he's got a good heart. And he's sitting there all depressed because Chizuru is not going to be able to be a rental anymore after the events of today's episode because she's working to become an actor. And that's one of the things about this show I do like, that he is mega cringe. That just makes her shine even more and just stand out. And I still stand by the real premise of this show is him becoming worthy of her. Because let's face it, guys, she's like leaps and bounds better than him. It's not even comparable. It's really not. You can't even argue that fact. The show is really about him becoming a man and being worthy to stand with her. But she's in a play right now, and if she does really well in this play and the scouts actually scout her, then she's going to become an actress full-time. Because that's the whole reason she's a rental to begin with. She does that on top of going to school, on top of being a rental. She works her ass off for her dream, guys. And that's commendable. That's very respectable. So she's in a play right now, and if it goes well, she's going to quit her rental job. So Kazuya, being the kind of guy he is, he's all depressed about it, of course, but he still wants to go see it. So he does. He goes there in secret, of course. And he sits down, and we see Sumi's actually there, too, watching it with him. And I remember Sumi from season 1. She was a pretty good character. I hope she gets flushed out a lot more in this season. I really do. She didn't really have much in season 1 from what I remember, but he goes there and he watches the play, and right off the bat, you can tell that she's just shining through. Doesn't even have the lead role in the production yet. She's just absolutely killing every scene that she's in and really standing out. Really showcasing that she puts a lot of work and effort into everything she does. And even Kazuya is captivated sitting there. He looks around and he sees everyone around him just dying and looking at her specifically. And he's watching the play just captivated, just like everyone is. And even when she dies in the play, he notices everyone around him is all sad and has bated breath, like, oh man, is the play going to be good anymore? And it was really good to see her working so hard towards her dream. And he really got a grasp of that in this situation. He really got to see, like, wow, this is what she worked so hard to do. This is what she's been busting her ass to do. So when the curtains close and the play's over, he's still just sitting there, like, stupefied. Like, he can't believe it. He's like, wow, she was incredible. Sumi even tries to approach him, but she sees that he's just so lost in thought, so she decides, oh, maybe another time. And he's sitting there thinking to himself, like, wow, this is it. She's definitely going to win. She's definitely going to win, and she's going to quit her rental job. And I'm not going to be able to see her anymore. And we transition backstage to Chizuru, actually. talking with, I think it's her boss, if I remember right from season 1, like her talent scout or something. And he's saying, "Oh, you killed it. We can tell you've been working hard and all that. You must practice every day." Some way. We kind of practice every day, doing some things. And she's really happy. She thinks she killed it and did a great job. Then she overhears something. You see, a really prominent producer actually was in the audience, and all the actors and actresses behind the scenes were whispering to themselves like, "Oh, if we do good, he'll notice us." Well, he did notice someone, and it wasn't her, unfortunately. He notices the lead, the star of the play. Because apparently, as people were whispering, they were saying, yeah, they knew each other for years now. Like, he knew her parents or something. So it was a shoo-in. Like, no one even had a chance to get the position besides her. And Chizuru was really distraught about that. And yeah, after hearing the news that no one else had a chance, she's distraught about it, Rightfully so. And they're supposed to have an after party there. And we actually see that Umi is a part of the play. Now, I remember this dude from season 1. And I've heard a lot of people talking about him. I don't like him personally. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't like him. He's shady, guys. He is like clearly trying to get it in, if you know what I mean. It's so clear as day. I never liked him, but he's in the play too. And he's in the behind the scenes stuff, their little after party. And he says, "Oh, you're leaving early?" And she says, "Yeah, I gotta go." Clearly, because she's just in a terrible mood about the situation. And so she's walking home, and who should she happen to bump into? Is Kazuya, of course. These two just... It's like destined, guys. It is. It really is like destined for them to just bump into each other everywhere. They knock each other over, all their stuff's on the ground, and they're like, "Wait, it's you again?" Reminding me that they actually have kind of like a weird relationship with each other. I forgot that she kind of pretends like she doesn't know him because of her other job, her rental job. And she kind of yells at him a bit, like, "Why are you here? Why'd you come here? Like, I know I can't stop you from doing that, but don't do that kind of stuff." And he says, "Why, though? You were so good." And he starts complimenting her on her thing, on her play and all that. And you can see that she's pretty happy about it. But of course, she's like, "Well, what do you know about acting?" and all that. And then they start getting into actually a pretty deep conversation. With him bringing up, "Oh, I thought you were going to quit your rental job after this, so I wanted to come see how you were doing, and you were fantastic. If you get the attention of this director, you're going to quit, right?" And this is where she tells him that she didn't get it. And she just starts laying into herself, being such a pessimist, saying how she's going to give up and all this stuff. And Kazuya just won't have it. She even compares the two. And at that point, he snaps and says, "Don't you dare compare the both of us." Because these are the moments where I do like Kazuya. He is an absolute loser, guys, but he fucking knows it. He knows it, and he's working to become better. And there's no way in hell he would let her compare herself to him when she works so hard, devotes all her time to this, and he says, "Don't you dare tell me you're going to give up." And it's at this moment he lands a real critical hit in there. And actually embarrasses her to the point where she runs away. Now, Kazuya thinks that, oh, maybe I did something that might have upset her. So naturally, he's like, "Oh man, I hope I didn't say anything dumb." And we see her arrive back at her apartment, which is right next door to his, by the way. I completely forgot that. Like, how more destined does it have to be? Like, come on, man. But, yeah, we see her in there, and she actually gets a call from the lead actress who got the part, saying how, "Oh, I couldn't have gotten it without you. Thank you so much." And when that happened, I was sitting here like, dude, that's mean. That's so mean. I know it wasn't intentionally mean, but I'm just sitting here like, wow, that's a slap in the face. And it's here that she looks over all her notes, and we see just how hard she's been working. Harder than everyone else, for sure. That she constantly wrote little self-positive notes to herself, little tips on how to get better. And it's here we see she starts breaking down. And the tears finally start to come out. But then we get messages after messages from Kazuya, renting her out. Because in the previous scene, he said in his own usual goofball way that, oh, if you're gonna quit and you don't have the money to do this, then I'll rent you again and again and again every single day forever. And he kept true on his promise. And she just remembers his words like, don't you dare give up. Don't tell me you of all people are gonna give up. And then she starts smiling. And that's how our episode ends, you know? Like I said, this show is... Oh, man. I still think the premise is absolutely ridiculous. This is one of the dumbest premises ever for a show. But it has heart. The show does have heart. And for what it's worth, I like over-the-top premises. So yeah, that was our episode today. You know, season 2 started off with, I guess you could say, a bang. You know? And yeah, you guys let me know in the comments if you'd want me to continue this show. You know, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but I'm not sure if I want to do this show weekly or not. I don't know if this is a weekly kind of show for reviews, you know? But I definitely had to check out the first episode for you guys today. Just to see if it was the same level of cringe plus heart plus hilarity. And it certainly is. So, like I said, you guys let me know what you thought. And let me know if you want me to continue the series, you know? If I get some people saying, yeah, I want you to, I'll do it. You know, it'll be fun. Why not? We'll have some fun with it, but let me know in the comments. But that'll be it for today's episode, guys. So I hope you guys have a great day, week, month, and year. And until next time, just deuces. And have a blessed day. And remember, you can't be as bad as Kazuya. See you guys.